Hello. This is Daily Grind number 31, damn it. And Kafine is a toy.
Your parents gave it to me. I don't know why.
I don't know why either. But,
They also gave me a chocolate mousse.
like a moose or a moose?
What? The difference being?
One being an animal and the other, I don't know, a cream of some sort?
Oh, okay.
Or is it chocolate mousse mousse?
That would be awesome. No, it was a chocolate animal mousse, on a stick.
On a stick?
Yeah.
So it's not like a foot long one or anything like that?
Alas, no.
Crap.
Oh, I'm supposed to be helping, yeah. I'm not just standing around.
Keep talking about mooses.
Mooses?
Yep.
I met a moose. He was awesome.
Oh, yeah. That's right. In Maine.
Yeah, it didn't really count because he was in a wildlife park.
Yeah, he was in a park for animals that were injured at some point and maybe permanently injured and therefore lived there. There was like an eagle that was missing a wing, I think. So,
Yeah.
a place where they could live out their lives safely. So, I don't know if the moose was just a temporary resident because he seemed fine. He might have had been hit by a car at some point and had a broken limb and has some mending now or something.
He was quite friendly, so maybe he wasn't wild.
Oh, maybe he was too friendly.
Yeah, maybe he's been there since he was quite young and he couldn't be put back.
That could make sense. Maybe he was injured young or found abandoned or something.
Orphan ones possible.
Hey, somehow we segued right into the topic I wanted to talk about anyways. That
was not entirely unintentional.
Oh, really? Okay. Sorry, I didn't make the connection. So yeah, I thought I don't really have anything hugely to talk about at the moment, except for maybe internet trolls, but
Oh, gotta love those.
Yeah.
That's an interesting animal.
Yeah. But I went through my list of things I might be able to talk about someday, and since Kafine was here, that seemed like one that would work out better than some of the others. So yeah, interesting animals.
Yeah.
Grind 31.
And mooses are quite interesting.
Yeah, they can be dangerous at the wrong time of year. Well, males can be dangerous at the wrong time of year.
Like elephants.
Yeah, they have rutting season.
Yeah.
And anything and everything is a competitor, and so they have to fight.
Ah.
It's not like they're, bloodthirst or anything. It's time to prove that they're worth their salt, I guess.
Yep.
Okay. But
they want to look tough to the ladies.
Yep, so they'll take on people and cars and bears and other moose and just about everything. Well, I'm not sure about bears. Probably a bear knows to leave them the hell alone during that time of year. But
I
yeah,
don't think so.
Yeah, because a moose could mess them up. All the bears in Maine are also pretty small.
Could moose them up.
Moose them up, that's right. But yeah, we have like black bears and brown bears, and none of them get that big. It's not like we don't have any grizzlies or anything.
I almost saw a black bear.
Yeah, you saw the silhouette, but that was in Virginia, wasn't it?
I don't know. Where were we?
We were trying to stargaze in super zero temperatures.
Oh yeah, that was the time we drove almost to West Virginia.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yep. And I saw the silhouette of a small bear running across the top of the ridge.
And
Watch
I heard
out for
it.
holes. You heard it?
I heard it galumphing around. And then something crossed the road.
Ah. Yeah, I saw it cross the road, and then I saw up in, like... the moon must have been out, because I saw its silhouette between trees up on the ridge above us. And
that's what I didn't see.
Yeah. So obviously it had no desire to tangle with us. Bears generally don't.
Do you want to save these building materials?
Yeah.
Because my pockets are full already.
Well, yeah, I have some room. I do want to save them, but...
Oh, I don't need one netherrack.
Yes, I want to save them, because I'll be using the same kind of materials to rebuild this tower, just not quite this shape. I'm starting to prefer the shape of the other tower, I won't
Yeah.
do it exactly the same, but it will be at least thematically correct, I guess. This portal, though.
What are you going to do about that?
I guess it's going to have to come down. I'm taking it down. Oh, and that's going to take a while.
We're stuck.
Oh, that was... Okay.
I suppose I better go and pick up some of your bricks from the floor then.
You have a few minutes. I mean, the top is wide and the neck is very narrow, so the amount of work is actually less than it might seem. So we probably have time. What was I saying? Oh, well...
We're talking about bears.
Okay, well... I'm going to have the title just be animals, so it doesn't necessarily have to be interesting animals. Though bears are interesting, I just don't know.
Why would I talk about uninteresting animals?
I don't know. Horror stories. We talk about spiders.
I don't want to talk about spiders.
Okay.
We don't get on.
Let's see. There was apparently Disney Nature is putting out a bears movie.
Huh. So like a documentary?
Yeah, it's sort of a souped up documentary.
Soup?
Yes, and lots of music and bears teaching people what it means to be family and stuff like that. I'm like, okay. Disney. It was weird. I also saw, for the first time ever, a movie trailer at the theater that was completely in another language. There weren't even subtitles for the English audience. It was just all Spanish. I felt like it was actually dubbed. Whoa. Leave me somewhere to go.
Sorry.
Oh, no. Yeah. Okay.
You can drop by here. It's fine.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was all in Spanish, but it felt like it was dubbed in Spanish. Like, the mouths didn't match. So... I'm guessing it was maybe in English to begin with, like the credits and everything were in English. But I guess they judged that there was enough Spanish speakers around to justify an entire trailer purely in Spanish. Not that it has anything to do with animals, but...
I didn't get the impression that there were that many Spanish speakers around where you live.
If you head south on Route 1 we walked down to that paint place, right?
Yeah.
By the time you get down there, it's pretty much probably 80% Spanish.
Oh, yeah. Now that you mention it, I think there was a Spanish grocery shop down by the paint shop, wasn't there?
Yeah, that's the thing is, because they're still a disenfranchised group, they don't make anywhere near enough money and stuff. They tend to congregate together. Sometimes they live in pretty, kind of crap conditions, like... 20 people to a house and stuff like that.
I ran out of picks. Have you got a crafting box in your pocket?
Oh, not in my pocket, but at the bottom of the stairs. Let me go... Can I make it to the water? So, interesting animals. What do you find interesting?
I like birds.
Birds. Birds are... Some of them are very clever. I've certainly enjoyed the crow quite a lot.
Yeah, crows and magpies, they're cool.
Are magpies equivalent, or are they just another crow with white marks?
I couldn't tell you how close they are.
And they look almost exactly like them, other than the white marks.
I'm not sure. But they're also very bright.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's the thing is, I've seen clips of like crows in Japan using crosswalks to crush their food open, like nuts and snails and stuff.
I've heard of that before.
Yep, that's pretty good. I gotta put some of this stuff away.
We've got a bird.
Yes.
He's silly.
Does he sound like your device there?
Sorry?
The thingy, the noise-making device.
No, not really.
Somebody should genetically engineer such an animal.
Well, he could sound like that if he'd heard it enough to learn to
Oh.
mimic it.
I'm sure your parents would appreciate that.
I think that they would hurt me. They like that he speaks English.
Yeah.
He actually said something new.
Okay.
I heard him say monkey bird.
Monkey bird.
Because that's what I've called him when he's being cheeky.
Ah. This is mildly confusing. But your pick will last. It's okay.
My pick?
Oh, all kinds of junk down here. Cool. I've been looking for this. I didn't see any of it. Huh?
I'm just creaking. Nothing to worry
Oh, okay.
about.
I wasn't sure if you're uncertain about something.
I met a very polite goose the other day.
Really?
Yeah, they're usually pretty cheeky.
I think the gray geese are particularly nasty, but the
Yeah.
Canadian or Canada geese, the Canadian geeks, they seem to generally not be mean.
Yeah, they're usually quite polite. But
Like-
this one was a grey goose, except it was white, you know.
Okay.
And we were throwing bread in the river for the other geese and the swans. And the seagulls, there were these tiny seagulls which were, whenever you threw the bread, they would all crash into each other trying to get it. And this one goose just walked up beside us
Hold
on
on.
land.
Sorry. I think we'll leave this much in.
Oh, okay.
Because the tower's got to start somewhere, and I'm happy with the bottom can stay, I think.
Alright.
Okay, so that part's done. Sorry, keep going about the animal.
And it walked up beside us on land and sat there waiting its turn meekly. Oh.
Oh, polite.
And now I'm stuck in a hole.
Sorry, I was still thinking cheeky.
No, it was a polite goose.
Yeah, I remember that part now. Well, they quite... Yeah. Okay, so let's see.
Do you want to take down the dock area?
Take down the dock area. For now, it will stay.
Okay.
It might maybe someday get mildly redesigned, but its function is still useful. It's what it's there for is still important. So, okay, cool. So that'll be another project to start this back up again.
Right.
Jumping.
Do you know what you're going to build instead?
Well, another tower. Whoa.
You like your towers, don't you? Oh,
Yeah, well,
hello.
there's a theme for my builds on this server.
We've always built towers in the past as well.
I guess. Oh,
Woohoo! He's over there.
come inside. Actually, I think you can shoot through the walls. What other animals?
I don't know. I like elephants.
Elephants are good. Elephants are intelligent.
Yeah, and nice.
Shoot.
Except, when they're mad.
Well, sometimes they have reason to be mad, don't they?
Yeah, I guess. I remember watching a documentary where they were, it was about helping people learn to live with elephants.
Okay.
So that not so many elephants ended up getting killed because they came into confrontation with people.
Mm.
And vice versa. And they were talking about how they were tracking all the young bachelor elephants
Okay.
to find out what routes they took when they made their journey to go and pick up ladies.
Mm.
And this journey they are all quite enthusiastic about, so when they come up against a barrier, like a human fence,
Yes.
they have a tendency not to bother
Going around.
going around it, yeah. So they developed this bolt for the gates that was really easy for an elephant to unlock,
Okay.
and they picked it up right away. And suddenly, the elephants weren't busting down the gates anymore.
Sweet.
They would just unbolt the gate, leave it open. Of course, somebody had to go and shut it afterwards.
Yeah. Bear with me.
And they didn't have to replace any fences. So it's such a small thing, but I thought it was nice.
Didn't they also solve... There was a... I didn't read enough about it, but there was some sort of experiment done where they created logic tests for elephants to solve. And the elephants solved them faster than the people who created the tests.
I don't remember seeing that, no.
I remember. I think they said the way it was not just that they did it faster, but they did it in a way that the designers did not anticipate. Oh, thank you. Oh well, no damage done.
They're very smart.
Yeah. On a similar note, though, there was something about dolphins yesterday, where basically testing their creativity. The ability to come up with new solutions to things.
Right.
And again, the dolphins proved to be... They did a control test against humans, too. And the test was, how long did it take them to figure out that what they were going to be rewarded for was trying new things? And, you know, they each spent a certain amount of time being frustrated and angry, like, I don't understand this test, I don't understand this test. What turned out was the humans and the dolphins figured out the first part. They figured out, yeah, let's do a little mining or something. Okay. They figured out the point of the test roughly in the same period of time. And so that was pretty neat, that dolphins and humans did that pretty well, pretty equally well. Dolphins, afterwards, they basically celebrated. They were all very happy to have figured it out. And then they went off and kept doing it on their own. And the humans were just like... The humans were obviously relieved. Oh, crap, I don't have any light sources or anything.
I've got a couple.
Let me just mine for a little bit. How far down are we? 10. So there's the possibility of diamonds down here. Ooh. New potential light sources up ahead.
Up ahead.
Excuse me now. Jeez. What else? What other animals?
You really on animals?
Well, that's the topic for the day.
Well, I always like cats.
The devil animal. I have one myself, don't worry, people. Let's see.
Well, he is a devil animal. There's
Yeah.
just no getting around it.
Hearing thunder.
Not all cats are. This one in particular.
Yeah.
Spawn of Hades.
Yeah, he tests my temper that I never knew I had before I had him. Let's see. But I think it also rubs off. The better behaved I am when he goofs up, the better behaved he is.
Ah.
So.
You think he was learning to be bad-tempered?
Maybe. Or it's just, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he's mildly frustrated with the fact that he has little to no control over his mobility and such.
Well, living in the flat.
Yeah, this small space. And he can't, I mean, granted, all the cats I've ever known have always been frustrated no matter how much space they were given.
That's true.
So, there's only so far you can take it, but...
I mean, they're frustrated when they're not ruling intergalactic empires.
Yeah.
You know.
Sounds like a game.
Intergalactic empires.
Well, Cat Wars. Cat Empires. Yep. Let's see. We seem to be on about relatively intelligent animals. What else would qualify? Octopi.
Oh, I love those.
Those are intelligent enough that they get bored. If they don't have enough stimulant, interaction, they get absolutely bored.
Do they interact with people?
I don't know.
I've only ever once seen an octopus really meeting a person.
They interact with toys, but I don't know about people. I I wonder if we're too alien or too intimidating in some way.
Maybe. The one time I saw it, oh, I forgot about the iron by the. This diver met a giant octopus, and the giant octopus was really curious about her, and just it came up and fondled her all over,
Checked her out.
and it was really interested in the
Dang it!
diving equipment.
You don't happen to have like a fortune on you?
No, sorry.
Dang it! I found some Germans.
Ooh. Yeah, it was really interested in the diving equipment, and it pulled a mask off.
Oh, that sounds
So it
familiar.
could have, yeah. May have seen it on YouTube.
Maybe. Reminds me of the case of the giant sea lion that was desperately trying to feed a diver.
Oh
You know, the diver was not in any trouble. It just was trying to apprehensively take, videography of this. Yeah, I think it's Antarctic creature. The South Pole. Very, very huge sea lions, like
yeah.
a ton each or more, and this sea lion, he was nervous because these are not necessarily friendly creatures. They can be. I mean, they're huge hunters and kind of territorial. But anyways, he got in the water, and it wasn't very long before she started checking him out, and she'd swim around. And she did this for hours, apparently. I'm not sure what his schedule was, but he was there trying to do this for a couple of days, so I'm guessing off and on. And the sea lion then started showing a particular interest and would bring him like fish and like live animals, because generally they would expect to take something down alive. And then when he couldn't, when he wasn't eating any of this stuff, she was getting obviously more and more distressed, and she started trying to then bring him dead animals instead, so that obviously in his weakened form he could still at least eat, stuff like that. So that was pretty neat. The storytelling was very bad, but that's the general gist of what happened.
Something that's very interesting to me is whether or not other animals recognize other animals as animals. Understand that they're also beings. So it sounded like she did.
Yeah, she did. And I don't know, you sometimes see unusual animal friends, like the cat and the fox that shows up regularly on Imgur, whatever.
Imgur.
Well, it's like GIF and GIF. People disagree on what it's actually called.
No, they don't. It's
What?
a GIF.
So you just... Okay.
I like that
Whoops.
Mean Girls one I saw, where they posted that girl from Mean Girls. Stop trying to make GIF happen. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, I usually say GIF myself. But
I don't know anybody who doesn't.
somebody posted on Twitter something about a Christmas gift, and someone replied to them, correcting them, saying it's pronounced gift.
Yeah, I think I saw that. That was hilarious.
Yeah. But yeah, I see there are seemingly lots of examples of actually animal unusual friendships. Ooh.
Yeah.
Even more unusual when oftentimes the unusual animal counterpart is wild. Like Arctic fox and somebody's cat. Completely getting along and visiting each other on a regular basis and always friendly and stuff like that.
I like animal friends.
Yeah.
I'm soft in that respect.
Sorry.
I got nothing for cleaning out this room.
I don't know. I got some redstone literally an inch behind this wall.
But redstone is redstone.
Yeah.
Who wants that?
Me. I use it sometimes.
Yeah, but you're weird.
Yeah.
Ooh, lapis.
Ooh. Oops. Did you get it back? Okay. Has lepus. Yeah, I'm down the tunnel and I don't see anything anymore. I don't have light.
Use light sources.
I don't have any at the moment.
Build some then.
I don't have the means. I also don't know where we are anymore. Okay, well, I think that's probably... It wasn't a super structured episode of The Grind, but it was good. So thank you for joining me.
No trouble.
I'll have to record several more, but they don't have to be right now. Okay, thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.